didn't see you come in. I was busy trying to find a funny and creative way to start these videos and not have them look dumb. I hope I did all right. This whole month, we're talking about what does it mean to be spiritually healthy. In this video, I want to talk about how do you take your spiritual temperature. The last video, if you remember, we talked about loving God more than you love teenagers. Now, relationships can be kind of a funny thing. There's not a mathematical equation that if you follow X, Y, and Z, you end up in a friendship or a relationship. For example, I'm Ray's grandson. There's nothing I can do to be more grandson to my grandfather. Now, I guess I can do grandson activities, but nothing's going to make me more of a grandson. That relationship is never going to get better, more than it already is. Christian behavior doesn't always equal spiritual health. We can have Christian activities, but it doesn't always equal a healthy faith. So what are some good gauges to spiritual health? I have a golden retriever, Calvin, who is hyperactive and loves everyone. If you've ever seen the movie Up, he's that type of a golden retriever. Calvin hates the cartoon character SpongeBob SquarePants. And he has some good reason to. You see, our vet takes Calvin's temperature with a SpongeBob thermometer. Now, if you need to know how you take a dog's temperature, see me later and I'll explain that to you. But it's not the most pleasant thing in the world. So here's a question for you, youth leader. What are the things that you use to take your spiritual temperature? How do you gauge those relationships? Here's your homework. How are you currently doing instead of simply just being? Question 2. In what ways do you connect to Psalm 46:10, which says, "Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth." How do you connect to that "be still and know that I am God" part? Question 3. Go ahead and click over to the blog, and on there, leave a comment underneath this video on what does it mean to be God's person rather than just doing God's work. Some of us are a lot better at regularly checking our spiritual temperature than others. Some of us, it just flows naturally. And some of us, if you're like me, you need to be reminded to look at your spiritual health often. Remember, Jesus said, "Seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things, even the spiritual lives of the teenagers that we minister to, will be added to you." Thanks for how you invest in the lives of teenagers and students here at St. Andrews.